going on, guys, and welcome back to another team builder here. This one was suggested by you guys. It is a 90+ checking team build. Holy shit, this team was so fun. I really liked playing with it. They're my kind of players, big, strong, and oh my god, it was unreal to play with. So before I get into the players, I put together this little hitting montage, so check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was only from the first 2 games. I could have made a 15-minute hitting montage. It was unreal. I'm going to go over all of the games here. So we did end up playing 4 games with this team, and we ended up going 2-2. And in those 2 games, we had 81 shots. We pretty much lived in the penalty box, 76 penalty minutes, and 261 hits in 4 games. Yeah, it was a shit show. It was so fun, but like I said, we did go 2-2, so it wasn't the greatest record. This is in Division 1, remember that. We did actually score 7 goals in those 4 games, so it's not fantastic. But the first player we do have here is one of my favorite players in HUT. Look at that beard. It is Brent Burns HUT Live. He is a 89 skating, 88 shot, 88 hands, 90 checking, and an 89 defense for a 89 overall. This is his HUT Live card. He did have 2 assists in the 4 games, 9 hits, no penalty minutes. If you put him with quick players, he's wonderful because he is just a force out there. He's so big. I think he's like 6'5", yeah, 6'5", 230 pounds. He is a force, and he's going to run you about 70,000 pucks, but he is well worth it. He is in my top 5 favorite players in HUT. 2 assists, not that bad. Brent Burns is a beast. And next up is a card who I didn't even know this guy had a HUT Live, and I was so happy that I found out that he did. He has 92 checking, and this is Jordan Staal HUT Live, and he is a 90 overall. He was the captain on our team. He was a 92, and he was a beast. He was a beast. He's going to run you around 75 to 100K. He did have 1 goal and 1 assist with 19 hits in the 4 games. I'm actually contemplating getting this guy on my actual HUT teams. I liked him that much. I really recommend this guy. Like I said, he's going to run you around 75 to 100K. Sometimes I see him like 150, but you can find him for under 100K, and he is well worth it. He is awesome. Now on to a player who I really didn't like, and this is Lana Lucic HUT Live. He is so slow. I don't remember who it was in the last team builds, but I said he skates like a fat guy, and that is exactly what Lana Lucic does. Skates like a fat guy, super slow. He's gonna run you around 40K. He had the exact same stats as Jordan Staal. He had 1 goal, 1 assist, no penalty minutes, and 19 hits. He was just meh. Probably better suited for a 3rd or a 4th liner, not in your top 6. Stanley Cup Edition Jack Johnson, my favorite defenseman in the whole game. I have him with the assistant captain card here. He had 4 points in 4 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 penalty minutes, and 21 hits. He has 94 checking. Yeah, you read that right. 94 checking on this guy. He is a 91 overall, with the assistant captain making him a 92 overall. If you're gonna buy an offensive defenseman, go with this guy. He is gonna go for about 275k. You can get him under 250 sometimes. He's really big, 6'1", 238. He's the ultimate offensive defenseman. I cannot say enough good things about this guy. Fast, good shot, unreal hitting, the ultimate offensive defenseman. Big Zdeno Chara, baby. This is the Milestone card, my favorite of all of the cards for Zdeno Chara, and he actually had no points through this one. These 4 games, I was really focused on hitting and not so much goals. That's why he didn't put up as many points as he would if you were actually playing real games, not just going for big hits or whatever. But speaking of hits, he had 33 hits and pretty much lived in the penalty box at 36 penalty minutes. This guy's a tank, he's a force. You guys know all about Big Z. He's pretty much a big giant elephant rhinoceros Tyrannosaurus Rex hybrid of just massive beastness. He's unreal. I don't know how to describe this guy other than the fact he's just a monster. So pick him up if you can find him. This is the Milestone one. It's pretty rare, 750k plus if you can get him. If there's any on the market, pick this guy up. One of my favorite ex-Canucks, Matty Cooke. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but surprisingly, Matt Cooke was one of the best players on this team build. He had 3 points in 4 games, and he is actually really good. His Milestone card is going to run you about 25-30k. He's one of the more rare milestones. There's not too many of them out there, but he is a beast. 0 penalty minutes, 13 hits. If you're looking for like a 3rd or a 4th liner, Matt Cooke is your dude. I actually really recommend this card. I didn't think that I would like him as much as I did, but he's fast at 89 skating, got 90 checking, 88 shot, 88 defense. The only place he's really lacking is his hands at 86, but grinders don't really necessarily need their hands that much other than throwing fists, and Matty Cooke can do it all. He's a beast. Vinny Lecavalier Milestone. I didn't think I would like this card as much as I did. I really like everything about him, aside from the fact he's kind of slow, but just because he's so big at 6'4", 215 pounds, he's a tank. I know I say the majority of these guys are beasts or tanks or unreal, but they all are. They're so big and they're just beasts. And this Vinny Lecavalier did have 4 points in 4 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 14 hits, 4 penalty minutes. This guy would probably be better suited as a second liner, in my opinion, if you're gonna put him on your team. But he is awesome. I would really recommend him. He goes for around 90k, so he's not too expensive either. The next up here to complete the Milestone line is Chris Neal Milestone, and he has 95 checking, which is absolutely ridiculous. No boosting at 95 checking. As you can see, he really did nothing. Only 7 hits there. Kind of disappointed with his card, but I mean, his 84 overall grinder. His hitting is the only real thing that stands out on this guy. If I was to recommend him to you, I would recommend him for a 4th line role, and that is about it. Victor Hedman Hut Live. This guy is an absolute tank. This is the 89 overall. I love having this card. I actually use him on my actual Hut team, and he's as advertised. He's a beast. 92 checking, 89 skating, 86 shot, which is more like a 96 shot. He has an absolute cannon. But in these 4 games, he had no points, no anything, but he'd have 18 hits. I know in 1 game he had 11 hits. He's just a wrecking ball. I really recommend this guy for a first pairing defenseman. He is that good. Do not let these stats turn you off from this card, because he is really good. 95 Weber here. This guy is, again, as advertised, absolute machine out there. 38 hits. What the hell is that? The guy just rolled through people like it was no tomorrow. You pretty much touch Weber and you are going flying down the ice. The guy is an absolute tank, and I use him on my Hut team because he is that good. He has made my team, and oh my god, I cannot say enough good things about this Weber. He's going to run you about 375k, so I got mine for. I got him for pretty cheap. I know he's more around the 400k range, but if you have the pucks and you're looking for a top tier defenseman, Shea Weber is your dude. One card here who I was really disappointed in was Joel Ward Hut Live. His stats are really good. He's pretty quick, got decent shot. He only did have 1 assist, and I mean, he's a 15k player. You get what you pay for. 4 hits was really nothing special. I would not recommend this guy. And next up here we have Sochi Edition Tomorutu at an 89 overall. Some people really like this card. I unfortunately cannot play with him. He's going to run you around 15 to 20k, and I had no clue, but he has 91 checking. What? I had no clue clue. He's not even that big of a guy. I mean, he's only 6 feet tall at 91 checking. Really didn't prove it to me that his checking was at a 91. For me personally, I'm going to say this card is a bust. It's a no, but for you it might be different. He's a really cheap Hut Live though, so if you're looking for a Hut Live, a cheaper one, Tomarutu should definitely be on your list. This is why I love doing these team builders, trying out players that I would normally never use, and a Shane Doan Milestone blew me away. This guy is so freaking good. I had no clue he'd be so unreal. He's a really slow though, unfortunately, because he's so heavy. He's 223 pounds, but other than that, he is an absolute force, and he's really cheap, only at 25k. He had 19 hits, just a beast out there. I'm actually going to put this guy on my Hut team eventually. I really like this card, and for his price, probably the best 25k you can ever spend on a player. Next up here, we got big Dustin Byfuglien, and the thing that turns most people away from this card is his speed, only being at an 85, but I think he's a lot quicker. I put him at like a 90. The guy flies for me. He's unreal. He is absolutely sick. He had 24 hits, and this guy just runs through people, much like Chara, much like Weber. He's just a beast. He's one of the most heavy dudes in the whole game. I think he's probably the heaviest guy, 265 pounds. He is a wrecking ball, and he'll pretty much fuck up your day if you try to come down his left side. He will wreck you, and he is a beast. Dion Phaneuf is the Hockey Fights Cancer one. I believe it is a +1 overall boost. I may be wrong though, but he really disappointed me. I was really actually excited to use a Dion because I've never used one, and he only had 7 hits. He was like a -4. He really just wasn't anything special, and he's really not that great. I wouldn't recommend him. This Hockey Fights Cancer one I got for 31,000 pucks, but I really don't know too much about this card, and I wouldn't recommend him to you guys. That's just my personal opinion though. Another Stanley Cup card here, and this is Bryan Bickell Stanley Cup. Really slow, terrible hands. His hitting isn't even that great. He virtually did nothing. 2 hits, that was it throughout the 4 games. He was getting 4th line minutes. That probably contributed to his poor play, but I really didn't like this card too much. Some people really like him just because he's a bigger guy. I mean, he's 6'4", 233 pounds, but he is painfully slow. So again, I'm not going to recommend him. It's not really my type of player. Too slow, too big, and just doesn't have the stats to compete. Brian Boyle Hut Live. The guy is a tank, 6'7", 244 pounds. Surprisingly, he's not even that slow. He's really quick. He did only have 5 hits, really did nothing special again because he was getting 4th line time, just like Bryan Bickell, but he's a beast. He is a tank. I'm actually going to make him the 4th liner on my teams. I liked him so much. His stats weren't anything special, obviously, because he was getting the 4th line minutes, but 90 checking for a guy who is 6'7", that is ridiculous. I really recommend him. He's relatively cheap. You can be, sometimes people price lock him because he's one of the most sought after cards because he is so giant. So if you can get him for cheap, I really recommend picking him up. Last but certainly not least, John Scott, baby. Big John Scott. The guy is just ridiculously big. He looks like so unproportioned on the ice. 6'8", 259 pounds, and he had 17 hits. Actually has some pretty decent scoring chances. If you get this guy in the slot with a one-timer, trust me, it's harder than it sounds because he's not a very good player. But if he can release that one-timer or get a really wicked wrist shot off, it is going bar down. He's really good if you juice him up and put a captain card on him. If you guys watch my Ultimate Team Adventure, you will know that I did that for a couple games, and he was actually pretty good. So he's going to run you under 1,000 bucks, stupidly cheap, and I mean, if you want to use him for the lulz, go ahead and do it. John Scott, I would say he's awesome, but he's really not that great of a card. He's kind of more of a novelty card to have. He's just kind of cool. And now for one of the rarest goalies and the most expensive goalies in the whole game, 96th overall, Ben Bishop. He is... I don't really know how he is, to be honest with you. As you can see in these games, he ripped it up. He had 2 wins and 1 loss, and he had a 41 save performance one time, only allowing 4 goals in the 3 games. Sometimes he plays absolutely unreal, and sometimes he just shits the bed. I don't know. This goalie is going to run you, though, north of 700k. Is he worth it? No. Is he cool to have? Yes, extremely. I would probably go with just a Hut Live Bishop or the Team of the Year if you really want to spend the pucks, but is 96 Ben Bishop worth it? Absolutely not. He's just probably the rarest goalie in Hut, but he's really not worth the pucks, unfortunately. Now on to the goaltenders. First off, we have Jason Mission here, and he is really big as well, 6'8". I couldn't make a 90 checking goaltender, obviously, so I just went ahead and used the tallest goalies I could find in the game. 6'8", 220. You guys know all about him. He is a beast. He is one of the best goalies in the whole game. He only did start one game because I started Bishop 3 times, unfortunately, but he did allow 4 goals and he did actually get the loss. But if you boost him up and you use him, he will surprise you. He is one of the best goalies in the game just because he's so damn big. So here is the team in its entirety. I did not go ahead and put change teams on just because for the simple fact there was a rare player pack out this weekend and the change teams were going for like 4K, so I was not going to do that, and I really wanted to get this video out to you guys. This was a lot of fun to do. I recommend you guys make a tough guy team. I'm actually going to keep this team for a little while just because whenever I get frustrated with HUT, I want to go take some anger out on some kids. I will go run some kids and get 80 hits per game like I did in these 4 games. A lot of fun. I love this team. You could probably make better with you could probably make it a lot better with chemistry and change teams and whatnot, but this is just a rough draft. If you guys are going to create this team, you can tweet me. My Twitter will be in the description. I want to see what kind of tough guy teams you guys put together. That would be a lot of fun. And thank you for the people that suggested it in the first place, the 90 checking goon team. Not really a goon team, but just a team who can absolutely level people. This was a lot of fun, and I want to know what's going to be next. You guys can drop it in the comments down below. I want really original ones, and I want some cool team builds to do. And again, like at the start of this video where I credited the other people with it, if I pick your idea, you can definitely be credited in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, go ahead and smack that like button, and I'll see you guys very soon with the next team build. And I suggest you guys make this. It is a lot of fun. If you want to make some kids cry, just destroy them. It is so much fun. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.